Hello my dears and welcome back to my corner of the internet. I'm Shannon and today I just wanted to hop on and make a really quick video about a trailer that I just saw on YouTube. You guys, I knew it was coming today. I knew it was coming. Mike Flanagan mentioned it was going to be coming today, and that is the trailer for the movie that comes out in November called Dr. Sleep. If you've been around my channel for a while, no doubt you know why I'm excited for this movie. I'm a huge Stephen King fan and a huge Mike Flanagan fan, and when Dr. Sleep first came out, I did a review here on my channel. Dr. Sleep is the sequel to The Shining, perhaps one of Stephen King's most beloved stories, at least for me. I love The Shining. It absolutely scares the crap out of me every time I read it or watch the Stanley Kubrick film. So I loved the Dr. Sleep book. When I heard that it was coming out, I was a little worried, the book. I mean, you know, because it's, how was he going to tackle that after so many years had passed, and what was he going to do with Danny? And then the book came out and I really, really loved it. I loved it. Basically, a brief sort of plot synopsis would be, we meet up with Danny Torrance many, many years after the events that took place at the Overlook Hotel. While his mother has managed to kind of deal with her injuries and the trauma of what happened, Danny struggles more and he doesn't quite get past that trauma. He becomes a really bad alcoholic like his father was, and he goes through just some really tough emotional turmoil. The ghosts that haunted the Overlook are still kind of searching for him, but he manages to find a calling in that he is able to, using his gift, The Shining, he's able to work at like a hospice in a hospital for people who are dying, and when their time is nearing, he can pick up on that and he's able to help them peacefully cross over to the other side. He finds that way to use his abilities for good. He also finds a young girl who seems to be exhibiting the same kind of abilities, much like Danny had Dick Hallorann when he was a little boy. So he kind of becomes the mentor to this girl, and all kinds of stuff happens. I'm not going to go through it all again because I did a whole book talk on Dr. Sleep, but that's the basic premise. And Mike Flanagan, where to even begin with him? I love him so much. Mike Flanagan began to pop up on my radar a few years ago when he put out some films I really liked, like Oculus and then Hush. I thought those were both really great horror films that didn't depend too much on jump scares, because I'm not into that sort of cheap thrill of jump scares. It's not my thing. You know, every scary movie is going to have those moments that make you jump, but he didn't depend entirely on them. And then late last year we got the real icing on the Mike Flanagan cake so far, and that was he released to Netflix a series called The Haunting of Hill House. And I mean, that's quickly become one of my favorite shows. It's basically a 10-hour horror film, but it has a lot of heart and a lot of soul, and it tells a story and it moves you and you're invested in these characters. I also did a review on that when it came out, so if you want, I'll link both of my reviews, my one for Dr. Sleep and my video about The Haunting of Hill House, down below if you want to check that out too. But yeah, after that I was full in Mike Flanagan fangirl mode. I think he's so talented, and I loved it. So then when I heard he was directing Dr. Sleep, I thought, okay, we're okay. Everything's gonna be fine, because I feel like someone taking on a project as big as the sequel to The Shining, it needs to be the right person. It needs to be someone we can trust, and I feel like we can really trust Mike Flanagan. I feel like he's going to do it right. And then today the trailer came out and we saw that Ewan McGregor is Danny Torrance all grown up, and I think that's pretty good casting. A few months ago I remember trying to think like, who would I cast if I was going to cast a grown-up Danny Torrance, and I couldn't really think of anyone, but I think Ewan McGregor works. And then this trailer, it looks fantastic. It looks so good. I feel like it's going to do it justice because Mike Flanagan had a very, very difficult task on his hands, because when The Shining was made into a film by Stanley Kubrick, Stephen King and Stanley Kubrick really butted heads about it, and Stephen King has been very vocal about the fact that he doesn't like the movie. So you have Mike Flanagan now, who's doing a sequel to a book and a sequel to a movie. And when I say he's doing both, it's because when you're watching the trailer, you can see that he has incorporated elements and scene recreations from Kubrick's film. Like he recreated the shot of Danny riding his tricycle down the hallway at the hotel. He's recreated the shot of the woman in the bathtub who Danny sees when he's looking inside a room that he shouldn't be looking inside of. And he actually addressed that on Twitter because people were thinking he was using the clips from Kubrick's film, but no, he corrected everyone, saying that he recreated the scenes. The only scene he has used from the film is when the blood is coming out of the elevators. He did use that scene from the film. So he's got this big job on his hands where he's making the sequel to a movie that the author of the book didn't like. But he's incorporating the two, and Stephen King seems excited about it on Twitter and whatnot, and I'm so excited about it. In the trailer, there's a scene where, and I would love to show clips in here, but I'm not quite sure how that works yet with copyright, and if I could, or if my video would get copyright claimed. So if you want to see the trailer, I mean, it's easy to find on YouTube. Just put in Dr. Sleep trailer. Yeah. And there's a scene towards the end of the trailer when it looks like, you know, grown up Danny is back at the Overlook. Kind of, and he sees the door that when he was a little boy he wrote the red rum on, and he sees the axe slashes in the door where his father had been trying to get to his mother when she was hiding in the bathroom. So of course that scene in the film where Jack he's got the axe and he's taking it to the door, there's a scene in the trailer where Ewan McGregor, as grown-up Danny, walks up to the door and puts his face in through the crack, which of course is the iconic, like, here's Johnny scene, you know, and just seeing Ewan McGregor, knowing that's grown-up Danny, putting his face in that same hole in the now, you know, dilapidated door, it gave me goosebumps. And I can't wait. November can't come soon enough, I'm telling you. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here, share my thoughts, share my excitement. If you are also excited for Dr. Sleep, let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen the trailer? What was your favorite part? Did you read the book? Well, you know, did you love the book? Did you not love the book? Are you worried about the film? You know, because I can understand that, but I have so much faith in Mike Flanagan that I feel like he's gonna do it justice. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I don't normally upload on Thursdays, especially not like Thursday evenings, but I just did not want to wait. And I honestly thought, you know, sticking to a schedule is great, and I'm going to stick to my schedule. My upload schedule, if you're new, is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm going to stick to that schedule, but you know what? If throughout the week on other days I move to put up a video, I'm just going to do it. And with this video, I kind of went back and forth between take the rest of the evening, write out your thoughts, and also just do it now. Just get your like initial excitement out. And so that's what I went with instead. I just wanted to do it and not worry about having my thoughts too organized. I think that's everything that I wanted to say about it. I can't wait. I also can't wait for season 2 of The Haunting of. It's not going to be The Haunting of Hill House, because we're done with Hill House now. I see a lot of people always asking Mike on Twitter, like, oh, can't wait to hear more about the Cranes. And Mike's always like, actually, we're done with the Cranes. And I get it, because he made that family, like, we cared about every single member of that family so much that I understand people wanting more of the Cranes. But if you know, when you get to the end of the final episode, it's very clear that that's the final episode. Like, we've seen all we're gonna see with them. And yeah, he's gonna be taking on a different haunted house from the pages of literature, and I can't wait to see what he does with it, because I'm fighting every urge to start talking about The Haunting of Hill House again, but like I said, I have a whole video on that already, and I'm just gonna link you guys to that. Okay, I'm gonna go. It's time. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow with another book talk video. Bye, guys.